that breaking news out of Nevada City this morning. We're hearing from Nevada County sheriffs for the first time since 12 hours ago. Their latest update, and a search is still underway for a group of 9 missing backcountry skiers. Let's listen in here.
On that trip, one person last minute decided to back out of that trip. So this was a part of a three-day trip from Blackbird Mountain Guides to the Frog Lake Huts, which is right in that area of Castle Peak. They have been, and yesterday was their third day that they were returning, coming out of the backcountry, coming back to the trailhead when the avalanche occurred. The Sheriff's Office, along with Truckee Fire, immediately started coordinating a response to get into the area, and we requested mutual aid from both our friends to the east, the Placer County Sheriff's Office, and the Tahoe Nordic Search and Rescue Team. We also requested assistance from our friends farther to the east in the state of Nevada, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office and the Washoe County Search and Rescue Team. That was all coordinated through our mutual aid system in California, which is the California Office of Emergency Services. Highly skilled rescue teams departed yesterday from both our Boreal Mountain Ski Resort, which is on the south side of the highway right there at the trailhead, and at the Tahoe Donner Alder Creek Adventure Center, which is in Tahoe Donner. So we had 2 different teams deploying, roughly 50 skilled folks deploying into the scene, both from the south side and from the north side, trying to come in to this area. Extreme weather conditions, I would say, is an understatement. Lots of snow, gale force winds, making it impossible to see. So it was very much a slow and steady pace, going with snowcats, skiers, going up into the area, which is still considered a very high danger for avalanche. So our tracked mobile equipment, getting them to the scene on Highway 80, which was closed, lots of snow on the roadway. Took us a while to get our equipment into the location before we could deploy into the backcountry. And then once we decided to put the teams out there, again, with lots of safety plans, I can't stress that enough, making sure that our responders and our volunteers and our staff were safe in getting to the location, knowing that we had 6 survivors based on the information that we were getting on communication through the iPhone SOS, that we could have conversations with them. Once we arrived at the location, it was just after 5:30 p.m. last night when we had a snowcat that was able to get to about 2 miles before they got to the scene. And so from the 2 miles in, they skied in because, again, the tracked machinery and the potential for another avalanche. So they skied in from there. They were able to locate the 6 survivors. They were sheltered. They had some equipment with them trying to not only stay warm, but they had medical issues as well. They had themselves already started, looking for their teammates and their clients that were missing in the avalanche. They were able to locate 3 decedents at the time when they were waiting for us to get there to help rescue them. Once at 5:30, once our team got there, again, extreme conditions. The 2 of the 6 were not mobile. They could not walk because of the injuries they sustained during the avalanche. And we were able to safely get them the 2 miles from that location to the snowcat. And 4 others were able to get to the snowcat themselves. So all 6 were rescued off of the mountain. The information I have at the time, at this time, is that of the 6, 1 was a Blackbird Mountain Guide, and 5 survivors were clients on that tour. Of the folks that are missing, so again, a total of 11, right? 9 women and 6 men total. Of the 15 that were on this guided trip, they were 9 women and 6 men. We were able to rescue 1 man and 5 women. So the survivors, ranging in ages from 30 to 55 years of age. 8 of the additional 9 additional skiers have been located deceased. We are still looking for 1 of the members at this time. Due to the ongoing challenges of the weather, the avalanche conditions, the effort remains ongoing, as well as our search for the remaining skier. But the weather is a factor. It's not a resource issue as we speak. It is a weather condition and safety condition for our response teams. Of the 2 that were injured, 1 individual was stabilized last night and released. 1 is still being treated at the hospital. I've been told both subjects are non-life-threatening injuries, so that's good to know. The guide company has been very cooperative, providing us the individual information from their trip. They also had members arrive at our location when we deployed into the field, and they responded with us. They wanted to do everything that they could to assist. The cause of death clearly will not be able to be confirmed. One, we still have to get to the decedents. We still have to be able to identify those decedents, and then we will determine through contract with Placer County. We contract with them for all of our pathology. That should take some time to determine mechanism of injury and truly the cause of death for these individuals. The avalanche yesterday was about 1 mile away from a different avalanche that occurred at the beginning of January in that same Castle Peak area. Please understand that this incident remains ongoing. Our focus remains on recovering, but the snow and the unsure conditions are creating an issue to making sure that we can safely do that. We did have a conversation with the families of the folks that are still outstanding and let them know that our mission has went from a rescue to a recovery. It's a difficult conversation to have with loved ones, so I please ask for your patience with the family members. This is ongoing, and I can't even imagine the amount of questions and stress that those families are going through right now as we move forward through this. Public safety reminders. Check avalanche forecasts and weather reports before traveling anywhere in the backcountry. Locally, the Sierra Avalanche Center is a great resource. Avoid closed areas, posted areas, avoid all of those high-risk areas. Always communicate your plans. Travel with a partner, share your route, and consider all of the avalanche dangers that are in our beautiful community, but definitely a high danger for that. So with that, I'll ask the Placer County Sheriff Wayne Wu to come up and talk about that mutual aid that his agency reported and responded with us.
Thank you, Sheriff Moon. My name is Wayne Wu, W-O-O. I'm the current sheriff of Placer County. First of all, on behalf of myself and all the men and women of the Placer County Sheriff's Office, I want to offer my condolences to the family in this very trying time. The Placer County Sheriff's Office, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office has a very unique relationship with the challenges of providing services in the Lake Tahoe Basin. We work very closely together, and we value that relationship and provide mutual aid to each other. And I know Sheriff Moon would provide just as many resources to the constituents of Placer County if this emergency were to occur in our jurisdiction. So Sheriff Balaam with Washoe County couldn't make it over the summit. He tried to be here today, but I appreciate all of his efforts in this response as well. On the initial response, the Placer County Sheriff's Tahoe Nordic Search and Rescue Team responded with 2 snowcats and 28 members of our search and rescue team. I can't speak highly enough of the men and women that make up the Tahoe Nordic Search and Rescue Team. They are some of the highest rated, best, most well-trained, selfless servants that you'll find in the country right here in the Lake Tahoe Basin. These are true heroes that answer the call and selflessly serve and put themselves in harm's way when we call and there are other members of our community in need. This incident has specifically struck our organization and that team hard, as one of the 9 missing decedents is a spouse of one of our Tahoe Nordic Search and Rescue Team members. So, as you can understand, this has not only been challenging for our community, it's been a challenging rescue, but it's also been challenging emotionally for our team and our organization. We are committed to being here until the end and making sure we make all these recoveries. As Sheriff Moon mentioned, the decedents will be transported to the Placer County morgue upon recovery and getting them off the mountain down at our Roseville facility. But in closing, I would like to add my request to members of the public during this time, and that is please avoid the Sierras during this current storm and in the upcoming days. Avoid mountain travel. It's treacherous. Avoid the backcountry. Please allow us to focus all of our resources on continuing to recover these bodies for the family and bring them home. Just yesterday, while we were responding to this incident, we got pulled off and had to pull resources for other rescues and overdue skiers. So please, over the next couple of days until this incident comes to a conclusion, please avoid the Sierras. And with that, I will introduce California Office of Emergency Services Chief Don O'Keefe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. My name is Don O'Keefe, and it's spelled O''K''EEFE. I'm the Chief of Law Enforcement for the Governor's Office of Emergency Services, also serve as a statewide law enforcement mutual aid coordinator. First of all, on behalf of Governor Newsom and Director Tina Curry, I just want to offer our condolences as well to the families. I do want to, before I talk a little bit about the outside mutual aid, I want to echo what Sheriff Wu was talking about, the incredible search and rescue people that do this on a daily basis. The vast majority of these individuals are volunteers. They, a lot of time, buy their own equipment, they train on their own time, and they put a big investment into it. So we really big shout out to our volunteers statewide. Yesterday, around 11:30, the California State Warning Center received a call from a private Beacon, one of the companies, that there was an emergency. We were able to track it to an area in remote Nevada County. We reached out to the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. They had already gotten word of this incident. My staff responded, and our job in this type of situation, like any mutual aid, is we're there to support the incident commander. Our job is to get the resources that incident commander needs to safely and successfully complete that mission. So during this time period, one of my personnel was communicating with one of the guides for over a 4-hour period, giving information back to the Nevada Sheriff's Office and, coordinating what rescues could be permitted. So we have a very, very robust, as the sheriff said, very robust mutual aid system in California. It usually starts surrounding counties, cities help themselves. Where we really come into it is when resources need to come from regional or statewide. And in this case, the request for specialized equipment. Now, you're talking about a winter situation where you have to have rescuers that, searchers, rescuers that have the right equipment. They can stay out overnight if needed be in this environment. So we reached out statewide as far away as Ventura and Los Angeles County for certain specific type of resources that the sheriff was needing. As she has mentioned, this is not, at this point, is not a resource issue. The resource has been met. However, we here at Cal OES will still be assisting through the recovery process to get that whatever is needed to recover the decedents from where they're at right now. So with that, that's all I have right now. Thank you. I'll be around to answer questions later on. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Foutrier. Last name is spelled F as in Frank, E-U, T as in Tom, R-I-E-R. I'm the forest supervisor of the Tahoe National Forest. The Sierra Avalanche Center is hosted on the Truckee Ranger District of the Tahoe National Forest. I was able to speak with one of the professional forecasters there as they were on their way to the field to get some more field data for the regional forecasting job they have, which is over 5 forests and 2 state region. I too want to extend my condolences to the families who are dealing with lost family members, and a sincere thank you as well to the courageous search and rescue folks who responded quickly and under dangerous conditions. I'd point you to the Sierra Avalanche Center's website for the best information on this avalanche. What we do understand is that it was about a football field in length. It resulted when a persistent weak layer had a large load of snow over the top of it. That persistent weak layer is still there and has reloaded with another 3 feet of snow, so the hazard remains high. And happy to answer any further questions that I can. Thank you.
So with that, we'll open up public questions on a first come basis. I see your hand there.
So breaking news out of Nevada City. If you're just now joining us, 8 out of the 9 skiers that were still missing after being caught in an avalanche near Castle Peak have been confirmed deceased. That coming in just minutes ago by the Nevada County Sheriff's Office, and they're continuing to search for one missing skier. Now, you just heard from Sheriff Moon, who confirmed this now officially is a recovery effort. And officials have been in contact with the family of those who were missing. Now, they outlined the difficulty of the mission with yesterday's whiteout conditions, confirming that they deployed at least 50 people from Boreal Ski Resort and the Tahoe Donner region. Again, officials reminding people to check avalanche forecasts and to please avoid the Sierras. We're going to have more on this throughout the day. You could get the latest updates at fox40.com.